today we are going to present about the 5 teaching aids to teach speaking skills to a national school primary classroom. So my group members are Miruna, Latifa and myself Mishalini. So firstly the introduction. Okay, teaching aid is something that utilized by a teacher to assist teach a lesson or make it more extra exciting to the students. It is a useful resource to discover such materials. Teaching aid is a supplement, as being a supplement to simple teaching. As an example, teaching through a lecture. So the teaching aid is also supposed to have an interaction between the students inside the topic that is being taught. Okay, as we know, speaking English allows us to broaden our world from job opportunities to the ability to relate to people from all over the country. Speaking English are also helpful for the academic performance of the student and also potential career opportunities. Students must not only have academic experience in today's demanding climate, but also must have required skills to develop their capacity for learning and employment opportunities in their future. So speaking is not a part of test in most language courses. It is a language communication tools. So we communicate with others, we share our experience and we give feedback to others. That is what is about speaking skill.
So hi, my name is Latifa. So today I'm gonna present about rationale of developed materials, and as we know, we create 5 activities using 5 different teaching aids. The first one is slide, the second one is cards, the third one is worksheet, the fourth one is pictures, and the last one is textbook. So what is rationale of developed materials? Rationale of developed materials should be a short statement that explain why the example of a course, handout, test, guide or other material that was used. Each rationale should meet the following criteria. It describes the students for the material. It explains why the students must use the material. So material development plays such a central role in learning because they effectively mediate between the course content, the teacher and also the students. So the first teaching aid that we use for our activity is slide. So slide will make an explanation or presentation of a teacher easier to keep engaged, and the striking images of the presentation also can hold students' attention, while the clear bullet points or summary text helps the students to follow the logic of a presentation. And the next one is cards. It helps children to improve their knowledge and ability to understand, and also improve their visual memory. Children are not known for their ability to focus, so cards will make it easier for teachers to provide small pieces of information in a memorable and also in interesting way. And the third one is we use worksheet. Worksheet can be used by teachers and teachers to understand students' outcome of learning and the process of learning too. For example, like teacher can evaluate students based on worksheet to see whether they understand or not the topic that they have studied, and at the same time they can also they can be used to enable students to monitor the progress of their own learning. And the fourth one is pictures. By using pictures in classroom, it will increase student interactivity and discussion. Teaching with pictures will also help develop students' visual literacy skills, which contributes to their overall critical thinking skills and also lifelong learning. And the last teaching aid that we use is textbooks. Textbook are the part that student will not get distracted. The information on the textbook will be more clear, and textbook are more reliable than any other learning resources like Google. So sometimes we don't know that the information in Google is correct or no. So sometimes it can be fake information also.
Okay, so the 5 teaching aids that we have been created are slides, cards, pamphlets, worksheets, and pictures. So the first teaching aid that I have been created is slides. So using that slides, I have been created a debate topic, which is it compulsory for Malaysians to separate rubbish. This debate topic will be helpful to practice their speaking skill and verbal communication. So the procedures of this activity is the teacher will be explaining about what is debate about and what debate topic that she will be conducting in the classroom. The students will be listening to the teacher's instruction carefully in the classroom. Later then, the students will be brainstorming their ideas that what is debate about and the topic that have been given by the teacher. And then the students will be separated into 2 groups, which is opposition and proposition, using the topic that the teacher given, which is it compulsory for Malaysians to separate rubbish. They will be giving their opinions and what they understand about the debate topic. So it helps to learn more things about the topic and what is debate about and practice their verbal communication through this debate topic. And then the teacher will be asking more opinions and ask the students to speak out based on the debate topic in the class. And after the debate is done, the teacher will be evaluating each student speaking skills according their verbal communication between each groups. And then lastly, the teacher will be picking randomly some of the students to list down the advantages and disadvantages of separating rubbish according categories. And these are the procedures of this teaching aid that have been created for the debate topic. So that's all from me. Thank you.
The second activity we use cards. The teacher will briefly explain about the topic that we'll study first, and then the teacher will start to give a tongue twister to students to try on, and then the teacher will ask the student what they understand and what they gain from the tongue twister. After that, the teacher will explain and encourage students to more focus on reading materials so that they can correct their vocabulary and their pronunciations. And also after that, the teacher will divide into 2 groups, and the teacher will conduct a game titled Taboo. So each team will play 2 rounds of this game, and teacher will continue to monitor on every student that play this game based on their vocabulary, speaking skills, and also their pronunciation. So using these cards, the student will be easy to catch up on new words and vocabulary. With the game Taboo, it will include teamwork among all the students. For example, a group of students will choose one leader to pick a card, but the leader can't see what is written on the card. By showing the card to the group members, they need to describe and let the leader know the correct answer. So this game is actually to revolve the confidence level of students by speaking and interacting with other group members.
Okay, the third teaching aid that we've chosen is worksheet, which is based on the story titled The Adventure of Pinocchio. This activity can do by the three proficiency level students, which is beginner, intermediate, and also higher proficiency students. So the objective of this activity is students will get to know more about the characters in the Pinocchio story, and also they will be able to identify the history and also the story flow of the story. And then students will also be able to recognize the importance of learning this Pinocchio story. So firstly, the teacher will greet the students, and then the teacher will ask the students how many of them like fairy tales, and the teacher will ask the students to name the titles that they like. Then the teacher will place a narration of the story titled The Adventure of Pinocchio, and then the students are also asked to listen to the story. Then the teacher will distribute this worksheet, which pictures that is based on the story that they listen to. Then the teacher will play the video again, and then students will work individually in this task. Teacher explains to the students that they have to listen to the story background and also the history of the story, and also that they going to answer the questionnaire that she prepared. Then students will work on it. Then after students done with this worksheet, teacher will ask the students to check their answers by comparing with their friends' answer. Then the teacher will place the video again and discusses the answer with the students at the end of the story. Then as a production, the teacher will ask the students to create a mind map based on their understanding of the story Pinocchio. Then lastly, the teacher will also ask the students to tell about the characters and moral value that they have learned from the story. So the teaching aids that we used in this is worksheets, multimedia contents, and also pictures. The moral values that students can learn from the story is honesty, obedience, and also love. As assessment tools of this activity, the assessment tools of this activity is we do like the teacher ask the students to create a mind map based on the Pinocchio story. So that is the assessment tool of this activity.
Teaching material that we use is textbook and color papers. By using the color papers from the information of textbook, we create a pamphlet, a cyberbullying pamphlet. So first, the teacher will ask the student randomly about cyberbullying, and then the teacher will ask them whether they have experience on cyberbullying, and the teacher will give them some information about cyberbullying, like what is cyberbullying, how the cyberbullying happen, what is the main causes, what is the effect. The teacher will explain all that, and then the teacher will ask them to open their textbook on page 33, and then the teacher will ask them what they understand from the information on the textbook. After that, they will teacher will ask some question based on the cyberbullying, and after the question session, the teacher will give a color paper and ask the student to create a pamphlet based on cyberbullying. So this is a example that we create, example of cyberbullying pamphlet, and the teacher will also give them some tips on how to create the pamphlet. The teacher will ask one by one students to present about their pamphlet. The teacher will give some advice on how to prevent cyberbullying, and lastly, the teacher will evaluate the students' pamphlet. Then the teacher will ask them what that they learned of end of the lesson. So the main reason why we create the pamphlet is because from the students' information, the teachers can know what they understand, what they don't understand, and they will also they can share their experience on what they have been through in cyberbullying, and the student will be able to speak bravely. They will have confidence to speak with their teachers. And the main objective of creating this pamphlet is the teacher will be able to correct their pronunciation, their vocabulary skills, and also the teacher can evaluate them whether they understand about what they study and their speaking skills too.
Okay, so the last teaching aid for speaking skills are pictures. So the pictures is based on environment, and these are the examples of the pictures. This activity will be suitable for 3 levels of proficiency students, which are beginner, intermediate, and advanced. So the activity procedures are: firstly, the teacher will be explaining about environment in the classroom and randomly ask the students some questions based on what is nature about and what is environment is about in the class. And the students will be listening carefully for the teacher's explanation and instruction. Later then, the teacher will be giving a task for the students to create a mind map based on the picture that have been distributed for each group. Each group will be given one picture based on environment that I have shown you before. So after creating the mind map, teacher will ask the students to present their outcome of the mind map in front of the classroom so that she can evaluate their understanding and opinion that she have explained about the environment, and she can also evaluate the students' understanding based on the topic that she have been explained in the classroom. And then after they are done with their mind map, teacher will be randomly picking some students to list down the importance of environment on the whiteboard. Later then, lastly, she will be giving a short task, which is students need to act a role play based on creating awareness based on environment, so that they will be learning more about environment and they will know how to create awareness and how to save the environment in this world. So lastly, teacher will be evaluating the role play that they have done in the classroom. So these are the procedures, and this is the way the teacher will be conducting the activity using these pictures in the classroom. So that's all. Thank you. Okay, so as a conclusion of these activities are, we have been created 5 teaching aids for speaking skills, which are slides, cards, worksheets, pamphlets, and pictures. will be beneficial for all national primary school students and also develop their speaking skills and written and spoken form in matters related to the national school primary students. These activities identify creativeness, innovativeness, and effective solutions to teach primary national school students. Good teachers occupied good curriculum, and then at last the content of the early childhood should be organized systematically into a coherent progress with overreaching objective integrated across content and development areas. So as a conclusion, these 5 activities based on speaking skills that we have been created will be helpful for the future national primary school students and improve their speaking skills in written and spoken form in matters to occupy good teachers in good curriculum matters. So that's all from me. Thank you.